Hi guys, Tornado Knight here. It's been a while since I've done a video, and today I'm going to be doing a story that I find to be quite interesting, going all the way back to Dragon Ball, when Oolong made the wish that we all remember for the world's softest pair of panties. Now obviously they were in a, make it quick situation because of Emperor Pilaf trying to use the Dragon Balls for world domination, but what if this wish wasn't wasted? What if Goku actually used this wish to find out about himself? What if Goku had said, I want to know why I have a tail. I want to know about me. What if Goku all the way back then was to learn the truth about Saiyans, about the Super Saiyan, about the Super Saiyan God, his planet being destroyed, his family, how much stronger his family is than him? What if he became much more intelligent at this age, even though obviously his brain damage is still there from falling? But what if Goku actually learned a lot about Saiyans in his youth? How would this change the story? Well, I guess you could make an argument that maybe it doesn't change much, because what could Goku actually do? But what if one of those things he finds out about is the Zenkai boost? What if he finds out, close battles, battling people close to your power, you'll actually improve your power if they're stronger than you as duration of fights goes on. Closer to death, power boost. What if Goku decides to use this, knowing that upcoming enemies are coming that are going to be much, much stronger than anything he's ever faced? And this is predating the battle with King Piccolo. So let's operate under this assumption. Goku makes this wish, and Shinron actually grants it. He explains to him all about the Saiyans race, all about Super Saiyan God, about Vegeta, the planet and the person, about how much stronger they are than anything he's ever faced, and how someday they may even come for him. He explains to him about what Frieza did to the Saiyan world, how Beerus commanded it. Now, I think you could make a debate whether Shinron would be aware of something Beerus said, because obviously God Ki is beyond, far beyond Shinron's reach. But I don't think just knowing a conversation and how events took place in history is beyond Shinron's power. Somebody can comment below if it is, and I could make a correction in the next part, but I believe Shinron would be perfectly capable of understanding these things. Now maybe he doesn't tell him everything about Beerus, but he explains to him that a god of destruction told Frieza to destroy the Saiyan world, and that's why his race for the most part is dead, minus just a handful of Saiyans out in the universe that just happen to not be on the planet at the time. So Goku is kind of shocked by this, and then he asks Shinron, well, why don't I remember any of this? But Shinron said, I have granted your wish. Now it is up to you. So, where would Goku go next? Well, I think he would go see Sorcerer Baba, because she is able to contact the dead. And, well, actually, he would go to Roshi and ask Roshi about that. Roshi would tell Goku about his sister Baba, and then Goku would go visit Baba, because he hasn't met Baba at this point in the story. So once he meets Baba, he tells Baba what happened during the wish and asks if she can help. She probably has him, maybe she makes him go through the Devil Might trial earlier, but she probably just helps him. She always has snarky remarks, but she generally helps Goku when he needs help. And Gohan would tell Goku about the pod that he found Goku in when he was a baby. Goku would return to the forest, find the pod, and he would probably listen to the messages that were left, because Saiyans are supposed to be taught everything they need to know to take over a planet. So he would find out about the pod information about his planet from whatever that message is, but he would probably be like, well, the dragon was probably more informative, but it'd be a good place for him to start. Then he would go back to Master Roshi and explain to him everything that Baba's told him, everything that the pod had to say, and about the wish. Master Roshi then would tell Goku, well, if this is the truth and you're worried about someday something that much stronger coming, perhaps it's time for you to see the Earth's guardian, Kami. Goku would learn about Kami much sooner, and Goku would explain to Kami what he is and the dangers that lurk. Kami would realize that Goku's far too weak at this point, but with the boy's ability to get Zenkai boost, perhaps there's a way to help Goku, guide him to become much stronger than he ever would have actually been. Now, most of the events of Dragon Ball would still be the same about the tournaments and stuff, but what would be different is Goku would train with Kami, and he would get to the hyperbolical time chamber much sooner. Kami would make sure of it. So by the time the Piccolo arc comes along, Goku's not going to lose to Piccolo. He's going to mop Piccolo. He's still going to, blast a hole through his stomach, and the egg is still going to come out, but he's nothing compared to Goku at this point. Goku's been able to go into the hyperbolical time chamber. He's trained with Kami, and instead of the egg just, flying randomly and Piccolo going up in the world by himself, Kami's actually there and retrieves the egg and decides that he's going to raise Piccolo. So he's going to raise Piccolo to be Goku's sparring partner and help guide him to a better life. And we're not going to have the evil Piccolo Jr. fighting Goku in the tournament, because at that point Goku would be too strong for him anyways, and it's better to spend that time training. Because they train together, Goku still probably ends up meeting Chi-Chi again in the World Martial Art Tournament, because they would go there as friends instead of enemies. At this point, Krillin's probably fallen behind a lot, but, they're still buddies. But he realizes that Goku's preparing for something way beyond where Krillin's capable of, or at least what Krillin thinks he's capable of. He still trains with Roshi and, Yamcha and potentially Tien, but he's not expecting to be as strong as Goku or Piccolo. He realizes that those guys are a lot stronger than him. By the time the 22nd World Martial Art Tournament comes around, he meets Chi-Chi. He still ends up getting married, but he's much more firm about his training, and he's not taking the breaks that Chi-Chi would have required. I still believe he would have Gohan, but he would be more firm that Gohan needs to train, which I think would make Gohan alternatively different. He wouldn't be such a big baby. He wouldn't let Chi-Chi push his son into not being able to take care of himself, being aware that, a threat is eventually coming. Gohan would be much, much stronger, much more capable of handling his hidden potential. And by the time Raditz lands, they're stronger than Raditz. Goku's probably at like 6,000-7,000. Gohan's probably around 5,000-6,000. Piccolo's around 5,000-6,000. And they lay waste to Raditz. They don't destroy him, because Raditz only really attacked Goku because he felt like, I'm too strong. There's no way this guy can do anything to me. And Goku warns Raditz, don't ever come back to this planet, because if you do, we're going to destroy you the next time. Raditz says, ha, you know what? I have two Saiyan brothers that are much, Saiyan comrades that are much stronger than you. Prince Vegeta and Nappa will love to see how strong you are, Kakarot, you and your friends. And this ability to hide your power level. When I first sensed your planet, everything here was 500 or less, but for you to be able to hide a power level of 6,000, wow. Vegeta will be very interested to see how a novice like you became so powerful. Not Saiyan scum, And they're gonna let him leave, and then Kame's going to sense out Vegeta and Nappa and point out, yeah, they really are a lot stronger than you guys. And that's when Kame's like, well, I got a friend named King Yima, and I'll contact him, and perhaps he can help you guys in your next step of training. King Yima says, I'll let a couple of your guys come visit King Kai down Snake Way, but you're gonna owe me a couple favors. That always kind of happens in Dragon Ball. They never actually trade in any of those favors, but they always say you're gonna owe me favors. So the events of going to King Kai's planet are still the same, but it doesn't take as long because they're stronger, and there's 3 of them, And I believe with Goku helping Piccolo and training with Piccolo and Gohan, I believe all three of them would be capable of learning the Spirit Bomb, and Piccolo and Goku would be capable of learning Kaioken, but not Gohan because Gohan's too young. So immersing his body that big would probably be would probably spell death for the young Saiyan. Not that he doesn't understand the skill; he's just I believe his body would be too small. He wouldn't be capable of doing it at that age. But he is able to interpret the skill, and he kind of puts it in his memory bank for later. By the time a year passes and Nappa and Vegeta are able to make it to the planet Earth, Goku, Piccolo, and Gohan have long since returned to the planet. You know, they've gathered with Yamcha and Tien and Chaozu and Krillin, and the three of them are just so much stronger than they were in the original series. Goku's probably pushing 30,000, Piccolo's pushing 30,000, and Gohan's right around 20,000-25,000, just slightly stronger than Vegeta. Nappa just gets whopped. He doesn't even register as a challenge. Vegeta tries to kill Nappa, and Goku doesn't allow it. He blocks the shot, and he says, "There's not enough of us for you to be killing Saiyans. We're all capable of becoming stronger." Vegeta says, "This is lies. Low-class scum like you should never be able to be this powerful." And he says, "Well, I understand the Saiyan race better than you because I used the Dragon Balls to find out about our race." And the Scouter, this is when Frieza finds out about Dragon Balls. Inadvertently, because he tells Vegeta, "I used the Dragon Balls and made a wish to find out about everything to do with the Saiyans. I found out about Super Saiyans. I found out about Super Saiyan gods. I found out about our Zenkai boost, our ability to become stronger through battle. Because of the threat of you and Nappa, I spent my younger years doing training that I never would have thought I was going to do." And Vegeta is caught back by this. "Really? So we do get stronger with battle? I always thought it was a myth." But it kind of, Vegeta thinks back on it, it's like, well, I was born inherently strong, but, over time I did get stronger, and I just always thought it was just natural. But no, it was a Zenkai boost. It was power, fighting people stronger than him or close to his strength over time. And then he thinks about how he destroyed Raditz once Raditz returned to him. He's like, damn, I shouldn't have wasted the man if I would have known this. So that's when Vegeta decides to call a truce. You guys are a lot stronger than me, but none of us are as strong as Frieza. How about we come together and take down the tyrant of the universe? What will Goku say? Is he going to work with Vegeta, or is he going to stay on his planet and keep his own planet safe? I think this is where we're going to leave it up. Until next time of part 2, what if Oolong's wish was actually used to do something useful? Peace out.